you'd have found a tavern. Here to the back, you'd have found a tavern. Here to the right, you'd have found a tavern. And you're seeing a wedding. Right here, everybody, check it out. We might have missed the actual theme, but right here, congrats to this couple. But as we continue on, here behind the sun, check it out. This is River Point Tower, based on the parabolic curve. Below that, the red sculpture is the constellation by Santiago de Calatrava. And below that, these train vents. These train vents lead to this upside down 50-story building. This is 150 North Riverside by Getch Partners. This is 50 plus stories of structure being held up by a mere 40 feet of base. Right here, you got the steel framing, steel structure. Look through the entirety of the lobby. You see the slanted glass portion. Try to find your reflection. Say hello to yourself, check yourself out, and be kind to yourself. So, everybody, what you see, Luxembourg steel. Right here, traces all the way to the top. Strongest steel in the world. You got Porter below, small cheval as well. That's as close as that building can get to the Chicago River. I'll tell you why in just a second. Behind it, you got this red brick condo apartment complex. Behind it, you got train rail. The train yards are behind the structure. That train also runs underneath this building on the right. And that's as close as that building can get to the Chicago River, because we, the public who live here, own the riverfront walking paths, the lakefront, thanks to people like Aaron Montgomery Ward, who sued their friends in court for an entire decade to make sure the public that makes up a majority of the land should own every piece of the land that is available. Unheard of for a major city. We're so appreciative of Aaron Montgomery Ward. But around the right, you got 100 North Riverside Plaza, or excuse me, 100 North Riverside, Perkins Will, 1990. Former International Boeing Headquarters, Morton Salt, 1990. You see here at eye level, train ventilation shaft. The train physically runs underneath this building. Right here, they have the support systems right by the rail, which means if the train back in the day were ever to derail, the entire back half of this building could possibly crumble to the ground. A massive oversight on their part. How they chose to correct it, look at the bridge house. Notice our bridge houses keep changing, bridge to bridge. Up from it, on the back half, we got these 5 white X-bracing bridge shuts. That's all that holds up the back half of that building, suspends it above the ground like a diving board. Crazy engineering. But here to the left, look at this beautiful building. You're seeing the Civic Opera building, home to our Lyric Opera, seats 3,500. You got above where the name of the building is carved in, comedy and drama mask. You see right here above that what resembles a throne. We call this Insull's throne. Samuel Insull was a railroad magnate / utilities magnate. That throne was said to look west at his rail, which everybody is still in this area. Ogilvie Station is in this area today. One of our 2 major Amtrak metro stations. And you find a majority of that. See this blue, gray, steel, and glass right there. That is where you find that. And right here on the right, you're seeing a train shed. You're seeing a metro train right here. Check out the train right here. See above it, we are in the Gateway Center. This is Gateway 1. The Gateway Center is made up of 4 buildings. Gateway 1 and 2 are 2 twin, 22-story, black box modern, international style museum structures. So, everybody, clearly the train is below. You cannot build your building above the train without purchasing the air above in which to build. It's exactly how it sounds. They who do so have to pay every single year for air rights. You have to pay quite literally for air. The diving board building that we saw to the back of us, we'll flip it around, be going that way in just a second, pays $1.5 million a year simply for the air above its building. 1.5 mil a year for air. That's the most American thing you're going to hear on the tour. But as we continue on, you got an Amtrak train coming through. Check that out. Right there, everybody. Right here, check it out. As we continue going on, here on the right, you got the white clad Gateway 3. Right here, everybody, check it out. Gateway 3, white clad 1. As we get out from underneath this bridge, you're going to see the Amtrak train actually just pulled into our other major Amtrak Union station. Right here, check it out. This right here, everybody, as we continue on up from it to the front right, if you'll indulge me when I say this, is our small black Xbox. Check out our Xbox right here. These X bracings on the outside. This may not look like a lot, but